Yes, that is correct. Iconic. That's the energy right there. That's the energy, chat. That's the energy. Finally, it has dropped. We've been waiting for some time now. And I'm excited to see Buffy get demolished. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, chat. That's all I'm saying. All right, and it's got nothing to do with race. Let's run this shit out. Because you guys are the reason I'm here. Let's get this.
The Daywalker versus the Vampire Slayer.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Who you got money on, chat?
They are known by many names. Revenant, Vortala, Nosferatu.
Vampires! When the moon is out and the
really
night
fuck
is
with
young,
vampires,
these
honestly, I'm not gonna
undead
lie.
demons are out for blood.
Fitting then that the greatest foe of those who stalk the night is the one who can walk the day, Blade.
Is that really his costume?
Hang on.
Now there's a man who doesn't file his taxes. Blade is one of the coolest
yeah.
superheroes ever, and
Bro,
basically kickstarted the...
Look, I'm sorry. I gotta do it. You already know how I get down on this. All right, let's go ahead and talk about something very important. All right, we're gonna talk about like key moments in Marvel Cinematic Universe that we all know and love until they started to kind of do some other shit. Blade is the cause of that. I didn't know this honestly until about 7 years ago. Blade was the first Marvel Cinematic Universe superhero. Because that's what he is. He's a superhero. And then you think about the fact that you got to acknowledge that there are vampires in the Avengers universe that they just don't fuck with. Like what? Yeah, they is the very first, because he's a Marvel hero. I found that out in playing Ultimate Alliance on the fucking Wii. And you got this claw game, and it was a mini game or whatever. You get the claw game, and we got it and dug it up, and fucking Blade came up. I was like, what? Did some research, blew my mind. Greatest thing I ever found out.
Comic book movie craze.
Continue.
And yet, he is also seemingly the only one who knows or cares that in the world of Marvel, vampires exist.
It's known.
Seriously, nobody talks about this.
Blade doesn't need anyone's help. He'll just aura farm by himself.
That's probably
Even
why it's like,
Blade's
man, Blade
birth
got
was
that.
hardcore.
Blade got that. I ain't
Just
gonna
as
waste
the
my
young
time on
Aaron
you.
Brooks's
I know
mother was
somebody
in
that's
labor,
hunting you
her attending
specifically.
doctor turned out to be the vampire Deacon Frost.
That's
And
crazy.
He drank her blood right before
Imagine giving birth and then your doctor's a vampire. Kind of world we live in, chat.
she gave birth.
This infused Eric with Frost's vampiric blood, turning him half human, half vampire. A Dampier.
Some Twilight shit. You know what I'm saying, yeah.
Powers, but none
Damn,
of their
that is some
weaknesses
Twilight
like garlic,
shit.
holy water, or sunlight.
Eric would hone these
Her-
abilities
his
under
mom,
the tutelage of vampire
doctor,
hunter Jamal
was a
Lavari,
vampire.
sharpening him into a blade that
Iconic
would
said
break
that's some
the
Twilight
vampire
shit.
plague for good.
Blade is strong and fast enough to toss around 1,000-pound demons and cut bullets out of the air.
Man,
he
I
can
want
keep
my
up
Diesel,
with
you know what I'm
Wolverine,
saying?
who can deflect Cyclops' light-speed optic blasts. And his Kevlar DuPont armor helped him take the top of Count Von Stott's castle exploding.
He can heal small wounds.
What the fuck did he say his name was? Count Von Stuff? Pause.
Speed optic blasts and his Kevlar DuPont armor helped him take the top of Count Von Stott's castle
Count
exploding.
Von.
Heal small
Okay,
wounds
see, even King
immediately
Von
and
was
sniff
evil.
out the supernatural with his
Just kidding.
hypersensitives.
Just kidding.
Also, his fangs can drain his victims of
Von
magical
Benegoon.
energies.
After
Von come in
studying
different
the ways
lives as
of
a
Hong
because
Kong
of going.
kung fu movies, Blade became a master martial artist. Ah, yes, the Rufus from Street Fighter School of...
Yeah, this is what I wanted to see. What do we got here? So we've got immortality, regeneration. Immortality, not in the sense that he can't die, because bro can die. I don't know if that's a fair assessment there. He's almost died at least twice. But immortality being and he doesn't age, I'm going to say is what that means. Regeneration, I wonder why regeneration won't work on age. Like if you can heal a cut in minutes, why you can't heal you. Never mind. Anyway, shape-shifting. Shape-shifting? When did this thing shape-shift, bro? I ain't never seen him shape-shift. All right, nah, I'm paying attention.
While the only
I'm locked
martial
in,
art he's
chat.
been stated to know is Krav Maga, we know he's mastered
Maga
more.
ain't no joke
So
now.
for the full scope of his martial arts ability, we'll examine the Blade movies as performed by Wesley Snipes.
By looking at Snipes' training and choreography, we know
It's gonna be
Blade
hard for
uses
anybody
Kung
else
Fu,
to play Blade.
Capoeira, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu,
Blade was the first
Eskrima,
Hugh Jackman.
Kickboxing, Shotokan Karate, and Hapkido. Add on Blade's knack for stealthy takedowns, and I guess you could call him Marvel's Batman.
Blade's training progressed smoothly until Afari was attacked and had his blood drained by Dracula. Seriously, Avengers, Dracula is real. Why aren't you doing anything about this?
Look at him, they're just sitting there.
Right there.
Forced to murk his surrogate dad, Blade would have to wage his war alone,
nursing a wound within him that would never heal, a hole that could never be filled.
Not with that attitude. Blade took a page out of the book of
Blade's
Boomstick and tried filling that hole with every kind of weapon imaginable.
Swords.
He's got so many, they're his apartment
Bladed
decorations.
nunchucks?
Handguns, assault rifles, and explosives.
How about some
make up the
bladed
brunt of his
nunchucks?
firepower. And he enjoys getting up close and personal with his dual acid-etched titanium katana.
Speaking of glorious Nippon
those are the best
steel,
ones.
He's got a sword made
I
out
want
of
one so bad.
adamantium.
I'm gonna get me a samurai sword. You know what I'm saying?
A variant of the metal that is mass-producible.
It may not be quite as strong as Cap's shield, but it can cut right through heavy hitters like Ultron and the Hulk.
Naturally, Blade has even more swords. His Atlantean ones can slice through magical enchantments. The Word Sword can harm intangible demons, and the Justiciar can slay fallen angels.
Yeah, he's got some weird stuff he can pull out of his ass.
He's got some
like
garlic
a Hellfire
gumballs.
shotgun that burns your soul, or hypodermic needles filled with vampire.
What the fuck did he just say? A Hellfire shotgun that burns your soul? You imagine getting shot and you don't even get hurt, your soul just gone.
Blood.
What the
Seems,
fuck? Who gave him that? Where did he get that from? Who made
more
that?
Vulnerable to Blade's arsenal.
All that pales in comparison to the arch weapon of hell in Blade's possession. The breathing gun. It is a living firearm that hisses in the presence of demonic forces.
Oh, so
its
it's a cat.
sentient bullets chase its victims down. The wounds they cause cannot be healed.
It's a
And
cat
if
that
they get
shoots
lodged
X
in your
bullets.
body, they'll
Chasing
slowly
people down, that's
devour
crazy.
you from the inside out. They can even hurt Hell Lords and even greater threats like the Cosmic Ghost Rider.
Blade took
Cosmic
everything he had
Ghost
and
Rider
fought
was a
his
thing?
one-man war for almost 100 years.
So it's a cat.
He's battled hordes of vampires while skydiving, infiltrated the
Cats are
Pentagon,
weapons, all
and
right?
even took on Spider-Man like Miles
Somebody break in your house and you got a cat, throw the cat at him. He's running.
Morales, who could absorb the energy of a bomb that could destroy Harlem. Blade's even bested the spirit of vengeance.
When did
Zarathos.
Blade and
And though
Miles
he
fight?
occasionally allied with teams like the Avengers, he prefers to work alone.
I probably would too
And
if
that
they only
top
cared
cut,
about me
though?
when I was helping them and not ridding the world of, you know, vampires.
That, and Blade is scared of what he might do if he loses control, because he does have one classic vampire weakness.
Gotta get
a
that.
thirst
Gotta
for
get that thirst, baby.
blood.
I'm more thirsty.
Even more so
Kitty
after
cannon
he
for
had
real.
a daughter, Brielle, whom he avoided for
Kitty
fear of
cannon.
endangering her. If his bloodlust does
Are you
overwhelm
serious?
him,
Nah,
he will
fuck
enter
that.
a
That's
berserker
alright.
rage, skyrocketing his strength at
comfortable.
the cost of his
so
sanity.
Though
comfortable.
it does make him even
Why would they
better
do
at
that?
killing vamps. He's made a cottage industry out of whooping Dracula's ass.
Dracula is unsurprisingly powerful, capable of summoning a thunderstorm that covered all of Boston with a wave of his hand.
Jack
Damn.
apparently
I
didn't
don't know how
hold a
big
grudge
Boston
though,
is for
since he
comparison.
eventually made Blade the sheriff of vampires, a vampire nation in the ruins of Chernobyl.
Amazingly, Dracula has even given Blade some of his own
What?
blood, which allows him to shapeshift into multiple forms, like
Okay,
a wolf, a
this is
horde
the
of bats, or a
shape-shifting.
cloud of mist.
So he can force his way inside your body and
Hold on now. Wait a minute. He can do what? Why is he forcing himself in people's bodies, Blade? Wait a minute. Now, hold on. You ain't even got your fourth movie out yet. You can't be getting canceled before then. Like, come on now. Hold on now. Don't be going in people without their permission. You know, man. Come on. What's the consent? That's the word. It left my mind. I do know it. Don't.
blow you up from the inside out, Ant-Man style.
What is with you with the Ant-Man? Blade's hatred of vampires
Yeah,
is only matched
I
by
would
his
do that if
hatred
I was
of
Ant-Man.
himself. However, when Brielle showed signs of vampiric powers,
Like Michael Jackson.
Blade finally found a reason to reconnect with his daughter, training her the same way Afari trained him a century prior.
Even after Blade was possessed by the first vampire ever and tried to take over the planet, Brielle put her dad's teachings to the test, saving both him and the world.
And proving that Blade's
Oh,
lonely
man,
war need
that's
not be so lonely
crazy.
anymore.
I wanna
With his
read that.
daughter at his side, and also this plant creature pet called Boy Thing, let Marvel's vampires beware.
The fuck was that? Bro, had
Should
a
they indulge
motherfucking
their
weed
unnatural
nugget on his
urges,
chest.
They'll be sure to meet their end at the tip of his blade.
Bro, Blade is a true nigga, man. He got a whole ounce sitting on his shoulder talking to him and shit. That'd be me when I get home from work. All right, now this is what I need to know. I know about Blade in most part. Who the fuck is Buffy like that?
The demons and the
Yes, I know who Buffy is. I used to watch it, but I never paid attention.
For thousands of years, a new Slayer would be granted incredible powers and was destined to die young in battle against evil, passing their powers on to the next Slayer, and the next, and so on. That is, until the newest Slayer would change everything.
Oh, that's horrible CGI.
Not exactly.
I think that's green screen, actually.
You think is the savior of humanity. Buffy's only goals in life were, in her own words, graduate from high school, go to Europe.
Only Kyle's had a crush on Buffy when they were younger.
That would all change when the Watcher
all those kids who had a crush on Buffy are punching walls right now and beating their wives.
Merrick trained Buffy in the arts of vampire slang, and she became so efficient that she burned down her school. Whoops.
It's pretty efficient.
Her and her mom to move to Sunnydale, California to start a new life, far away from any more bloodsuckers.
I agree. I may not be wrong. I may be biased though.
Problem. Sunnydale just so happened to be right on top
of the
Hellmouth, where the boundary between Earth and
the
Hell
TV has came so far, Chad.
Yeah, that sounds like the Valley, all right. Along with new Watcher Giles, Wallflower Willow, part-time bad boy, part-time sad boy.
That's what happens to sauerkraut when it goes bad.
Sister Dawn and Xander. Buffy
never trust a guy named Xander.
Would battle a never-ending series of monsters,
and we mean truly
what the hell was that?
Sure, there's the TV show, but
is she a vampire slayer or the fucking crocodile hunter? What the fuck has she been fighting, bro?
Novels, tens of thousands of pages of Buffy
128 novels.
But we're just crazy enough to speed read them all.
Buffy carries a variety of anti-vampire weaponry.
Okay, give me the stats.
Stakes, of course.
Crossbows, knife stakes, morning stars, grenade, flamethrowers, M13, M136 rocket launcher. Why that specific rocket launcher, I wonder? Hellfire launcher. Is this got anything to match with the Hellfire shotgun? Because if that, well, I think if you get hit with a launcher, your soul is getting burnt too. I ain't gonna lie, not a whole lot that's gonna last after that. Hope's dagger. I hope that dagger works. Laser rifle. What kind of lasers will be spitting out here? Photon type shit? What we got here? Olaf's hammer. That sounds very, very intimidating. I'm not gonna lie. Olaf's hammer. However, a certain generation would find that silly because of Frozen. Thanks, Disney. Glove of Mihanyangon is the only way I'm gonna say that. Razor blades. Razor blades. I wonder if that's a typo or that's the actual name.
Also experienced with axes, swords, quarterstaffs, holy water, just about anything.
You said it! When she fought an ancient demon unable to be killed by any weapon forged in his time, Buffy introduced his stupid ass to the 20th century.
She's also a master of
Where did she pull it from?
Jiu-jitsu, boxing, kickboxing, wrestling, karate, kung fu, wushu, tai chi, kendo, capoeira, and taekwondo.
Buffy apparently thinks Hong Kong's kung fu movie masters could learn a thing or two.
No kidding. Thanks to her Slayer senses, her reflexes are fine-tuned enough to dodge
she fought the Terminator?
Gun
what
fire,
the fuck?
lightning bolts from the sky, and even beams of light. She's kept up with another Slayer, Faith, who can dodge laser beams from point-blank range.
Oh no, man.
Strong enough to bend rebar, punch this 4.5
ton
rebar. Bat monster into the air.
It's a smaller diameter, but I can do it.
Smash hard enough to tear apart a building.
Well,
and despite her lack of armor, she can
just a
survive
waste of public
massive
space.
explosions, like the one that destroyed Cephrilion's lair that's bigger on the inside.
We got homeless people out here and she fucking in houses and destroying them. What kind of unfucking inconsiderate?
She can even fight blindfolded, but if she is injured, she heals fast enough to be totally fine by the next episode.
One time, Angel sucked out almost all of the blood from her body, and she survived. Doubly impressive since Angel's blood draining also drains magical energy.
Yeah, Buffy's own magic makes her weirdly resilient to esoteric attacks, like when she expelled this misty shadow demon trying to possess her body, or when she resisted her soul being ripped apart and scattered across time.
Or that time she jumped into a vat of boiling liquid so hot it could reduce people to skeletons, and she was just fine.
She might not show physical scars, but she sure has emotional ones. Being the
she's the crocodile hunter. She's fought the Terminator, so she's Sarah Connors. And now, if I remember just correctly here, dumped in a vat of acid, standing on it, looking G as fuck, or farming. And now she's also Harley Quinn. All right, she needs, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, pick your style, cuz.
She might not show physical scars, but she sure has emotional ones.
That looked like
and
a physical
Slayer
scar
put
there.
a huge burden on Buffy's life.
I think that was my favorite Buffy, though. I ain't gonna lie. As far as the actresses go,
internalize the trauma she faced on a daily basis. Sure, she had friends, but they
that
couldn't
one time
understand
at
her
band
unique
camp
struggle.
Like when Angel turned evil after he took her virginity and tried to destroy the world. That must be one of those metaphors.
Okay, all right, cool. So I have this theory, and it's a very unfun theory, and my girlfriend hates it. All right, cats are evil. All right, let me tell you why cats are evil. Why is it in all the old vampire movies they made the vampires look feline-ish? That's all I'm saying.
Sometimes the worst enemies are the ones you can't fight and who don't fight back.
Made even worse by her
I
having
can't see
all
there's
the
any other
memories
character
of the
either.
other
That's
Slayers
the only
bouncing
one.
around in her head, dating back to the Stone Age.
Buffy has dreamt of every battle a Slayer has ever fought, and can
Cats are
call
sent
upon
from
those
heaven.
skills in a fight, even subconsciously.
But
Don't
this
give her
includes
any
the
ideas.
memories
We're
of
not
their
getting
deaths.
another two
Countless
cats.
women violently dying young, a reminder of her inevitable fate.
A fate
I'm
that came
biased.
to pass when she fought the Hell God Glory.
I can feel it.
After leaping into Glory's
I didn't say they're
reality-ending
bad. You know what I'm saying?
interdimensional hole,
There's some
A glory
evil
hole,
creatures.
if you will.
Buffy
A dog is gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna serve my master. A cat is gonna be like, bring me my food, peasant. Move. Start pushing you and shit individually. Motherfucker, call it making
You
biscuits.
just don't accept their boundaries.
Cats have boundaries, apparently. I didn't know this. I'm feeding you and housing you. You could be outside scavenging for fucking rats and other wild animals. You better be fucking grateful.
sacrificed herself to
But
save the universe,
Cancel.
dying a
Lost my
hero's
husband's
death.
wedding ring and destroyed my
Here's
mic.
My glory hole joke was.
Hell no, to the no, no, no. Yeah, to the no, hell to the no, to the no, no, no.
Now listen, I know Korean restaurant.
Finally freed of her unfair earthly responsibilities, Buffy's soul ascended
That's got
to
really
heaven
good food.
in perfect
Still
bliss.
ain't found it. Damn, that's crazy.
Until her friends brought her back to life in the agony of existence. This absolutely crushed Buffy and, ironically, annihilated her will to live.
That's funny.
That's rough, Buffy. But with the show renewed for more seasons, she had to
They're like,
nut up and continue her endless
you ain't
crusade
dying yet.
against all things
We're
Spirit
making too much
Halloween.
money off
Buffy's
you.
battled for 48 hours straight, defeated vampires immune to traditional
Sea
vampiric
of
weaknesses,
Wonder,
and
lifted
destroyed the
Olaf's
Sword of
enchanted
Sodom,
hammer.
which caused the Great Hanshin
Got the
earthquake.
sword,
And of course,
Silver
both Buffy and her friends have
Hakalaka.
defeated countless immensely
Matched
powerful
Oz
demons like the
micromillisecond
Queller
reaction.
demon.
Which arrived as a meteor and caused the Tunguska explosion, which destroyed over 2,000 square kilometers of forest.
Oh,
or
damn.
the Sorrow Demon,
That's a
which
lot of
caused a
forest.
storm that blanketed Los Angeles.
She's also a match for Angel, who survived a blast that could rupture
Yeah.
a continental
You know,
shelf.
it's how
and
it
took
is
hits from
sometimes,
Whistler,
you know.
whose magic contained a bomb that could vaporize London.
She even
But I
faced
do know
off
a good
against
Korean
the first
restaurant. It's got
evil,
great food.
Literally the embodiment of all evil that predates reality itself.
Forced into battles against stronger and stronger baddies, Buffy clearly
Stronger
needed
and
something
stronger
to even the odds.
baddies.
The
That dude's funny.
Slayer safe.
It's actually a Bardiche,
Yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna say it. This thing is bullshit.
containing the essence of Buffy's Slayer powers and created to defeat ancient demons. The scythe can deflect magical projectiles and slice through just about anything.
Okay.
Ghosts, magic, even space itself, destabilizing reality in the process.
Even Silas,
Seeing their
the
weapon
devourer of
similarities,
worlds,
this might be
kinda
good.
like Galactus, but instead of chomping on planets, he eats the multiverse. And there goes his head.
The scythe is easily the most powerful tool in her arsenal. In effect, attaining it completed Buffy, as though it were a piece of her she never knew was missing. With the scythe, Buffy was finally whole. Being the Slayer was no longer a burden, but a purpose.
And by
That looks
sharing
like an
her
axe
Slayer powers
to me.
with thousands of girls around the world,
I just
they
wanna
all
ask you
teamed
a
up and
question
kicked the
about
first
that
evil's
axe.
ass.
Suddenly, the always isolated Buffy had thousands of shoulders to lean on, a sisterhood of Slayers.
And
So she
thousands
started a
more
cult.
reasons for
Got
any
it.
wannabe demon conqueror to stay away from Earth. Because unless you want to get your blood all over her stylish yet affordable boots, you'll steer clear of Buffy,
Stylish.
the Vampire Slayer.
I don't know. All right. No fucking way it's live action. so fucking locked in right now. And they got the DJ. Nah, cuz. Who the fuck? Is that old girl from the fucking Jurassic Park movie? They got a real actress? I guess everybody would be a real actress. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? It looks like the chick from... She's old now, though. She looked like a young... Hey, my boy came out in them combat vampire steppers. Oh, that motherfucker hard.
Before they had a name for kings. But now, starved, hunted, forgotten. You have
He got dreads, chat.
long enough. Tonight, we remember who we were.
Oh my god, this production is phenomenal.
Tonight, we take back what was always ours.
Motherfucker, did you just touch me?
We feast.
Daywalker. That's exactly what he looked.
And she. That's just the start.
Got that shotty on your body. Fucking don't touch my jacket again, I'll fuck you up. Yeah, spit that shit, DJ. I ain't stopping. Holy fuck, this looks phenomenal. Oh my god. Got a crossbow on your head. Yo, this shit. Oh shit, she killed T-Pain. Break the heart. You're done. You're done. Ooh. It's suplex. The famous suplex. Yes. UV bomb. Yeah, that's the only way to go at that point, dog. Beam me up, Scotty. I guess in his case, down. Oh, she already turning. Sorry. Gotta be like that, shawty. Yep, off her shit. Gotta be like that, dog. Gotta be like that. You get bit, it's done. Small ass sword.
Just a kid.
Not anymore.
Okay. Oh, that was hard. Weak. Nothing. Get out here. Eat. Okay, so now it's a one-on-one. Boy, still got one hand on the belt. Fuck you talking about? Get out of my way. Eat. He still ain't touched the sword with his other hand. They took Jack off his reel now. Oh, that elbow hurt.
You off your damn mind?
Crazy, man. This is gender equality right here. Yep. Mink up, mink up. He's still okay. I was about to say he still ain't used his other hand. He like the fuck. Almost stepped on his glasses. Yeah, hands on him. From hands on him.
There's always some motherfucker trying to ice skate up here.
Ice skate over here. I was always trying to motherfucking die. Still scoot the bitch back. He ain't stepping on them glasses. Damn, bottle break. That's old school. I like it. The Magic Saloon. Oh, okay, take that thing out. Okay. She still got that big ass axe though. I'm sorry, sight. Adamantium joint. Hold on, but if it could cut through souls, that might be an unfair advantage. That pissed him off.
Another sword.
Even pissed me off.
Bring it on.
Okay, it can't cut through that adamantite. Okay. Ooh. Oh. Watch out. Oh, cooked. Cut her ass cheek. That's kind of a low blow. He's bleeding from the bottle though. That a bitch. Shout out to my boy Wesker. It's too slow. It's too slow. Come on, man. What are you doing, Blade? Oh, what is she got going on there? What that one right there? It's not gonna end like this. It's bullshit. What? Motherfucker, what? Show me the facts.
It's like you got
Show me the facts.
ahead of yourself.
Show me the facts. Show me the whole facts. Show me the whole
You made
facts.
Blade tenued no longer. I'm surprised. I figured with Blade's many years of comic book history,
Show me
he'd
the
have the
facts.
edge.
Believe it or not, Buffy is actually in more comics than
Don't
Blade.
give a
Really?
fuck. Show me
Man,
the facts.
Blade can't catch a break.
Let's break this down into 4 categories. First up, stats. Buffy's lifted much heavier things and survived more significant explosions.
Like, sure, Blade's strong and all, but he isn't literally fucking buildings apart like Buffy.
Scaling
I
to
don't
the
know that.
monsters
He
they
ain't never
fought,
fucked nobody.
compare Dracula
Not
creating
that
a
I can
storm
think
that
of.
covered Boston to the Sorrow Demon creating a storm that covered Los Angeles. A city over
much-
5 times larger.
it's a much bigger
you
place.
might be able to compare Blade to Spider-Man like Miles, who absorbed a bomb that could
Straight
blow Harlem,
disappointment.
but that's significantly weaker than Whistler containing a blast that could wipe out London. They could both dodge light beams, but that doesn't keep Buffy from taking the overall edge in stats.
Blade's used to being the odd man
Whatever.
out, though, so his versatility is just as important.
With Blade's numerous powers and massive arsenal, he certainly could have overwhelmed the more straightforward Buffy.
Machine guns and magic swords are generally gonna beat out crossbows and morning stars. Not to mention, he actually wears armor.
Also, Blade's faster healing factor and
Respectfully.
immunity to traditional vampire weaknesses kept Buffy on the back foot for a time.
Respectfully
Blade
disagree.
brings versatility.
But when it comes to skill, Buffy's got plenty of experience fighting armed opponents barehanded.
Both of them were masters of a similar number of martial arts.
That's very true.
Blade has been kicking vampire ass for a century, way longer than Buffy's even been alive.
While Blade may have more personal experience, Buffy's ability to draw on Slayer battles dating back to the Stone Age, at least 40 times older than Blade, gives her the superior skill. Even then, they both had weapons and abilities so powerful they could end the fight instantly, regardless of all else.
They're trump cards. Fortunately for Buffy, she actually countered almost all of what Blade could throw at her.
Withstanding Blade draining her energy with his bite? Check.
Resisting the Hellfire shotgun destroying her soul? Check.
Preventing Blade turning to mist and exploding her from the inside out? Check.
Meanwhile, Blade had no way to survive, say, Buffy's Gorgon venom turning him to stone.
And even with the deadly and just plain gross breathing gun,
Disgusting.
Blade did not have anything as potent as the Slayer sight. It could easily deflect the breathing gun's bullets back at him, or use its space-cutting ability to slice through his unbreakable adamantium sword.
Don't believe us? Even Wolverine's adamantium skeleton was cut in half when a portal closed on top of him. That's the same kind of thing.
And Wolverine's beta adamantium skeleton is a much tougher version of the same metal.
Oh, and since the Scythe could kill Silas, a multiverse devouring god, I think you could take down Blade with a big enough swing.
Giving Buffy the final advantage over the Daywalker.
Very lame.
Really thought Blade had a chance, but Buffy sure
Not
put a
happy
damn
about it.
fear on things.
The winner is Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Fuck you, man.